let you have the first pitch.
Okay. Casey looks like you ought to be playing with Bruce Springsteen or something there.
Good start, Bob. I like it.
Yeah, you look like the E Street Band there. That maybe be your nickname. Hey, we know you should have gotten drafted and got a nice bonus and be started on your pro career if things hadn't happened like they did. But Dave Van Horn was saying the other day, you've really come back with a great attitude, and the guys have all talked about how big it is that you're back. Just kind of what's this been like for you, this experience?
Well, yeah, obviously it's something we've never been through before as, kind of a country and baseball program. It was just kind of a weird year, and this isn't how I thought it would end up. But, I mean, I was in a different situation than a lot of the guys that decided to not come back for their next year. You can't say no to this place, and I've said no to it, or I've said yes to it twice now. I just love it here. Just this being a second option for me is incredible to be back here with these guys and this coaching staff and just this community. It's unbelievable. I didn't mess up my choice for sure.
As good as you were last year, how do you think you're better now or will be better in the spring?
Well, we had that hiatus, and I just got to get back and work with my brothers with just swinging the bat, and we worked for months. I don't think we took any time off just to get ready for whatever was next, whether that was a pro team or coming back here. And it really helped me getting back with them because those are the two guys that I've worked with my entire life, and they know me better than anybody. So getting back with them was really big to kind of clean up some of the things that I saw were creeping up on me towards the end of the season last year.
All right, Seth.
Casey, when you came back, did you have a concerted effort to be a leader in this locker room?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I think that just comes with my personality. I've always been that way since I was a sophomore and I took over the starting role. That's just, whether I get voted captain or not, I'm going to be a leader on the field just because I have to be. The pitching staff needs it. I'm an older guy now, so the young guys kind of look to the older guys to see how they need to handle situations. So that's just my personality. That's what comes with me. So I'll do it whenever I get a chance to.
You mentioned hitting a little bit is what you worked on. Is that really been your focus over this fall and looking forward into maybe the draft?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, catching wise, I still tune up everything that needs to be tuned up, but I just feel really comfortable back there, and I can keep learning. I'm not perfect at anything in my game. I always keep working, but hitting wise, I just know that's just been the question mark. So if that's going to be the question mark, then I'm going to prove people wrong and show them I can do it.
Jason?
Well, wonder about Lockhart's outing today, what you thought. He got out of some jams. You guys had that play at the plate. His outing today compared to his relief outing the other day, and just the pitching staff overall today as well.
Yeah, Lockhart's a huge addition. You can tell he's an older guy with his outing today. Last outing, I think he was used to starting, like you said. Obviously, he wants the command. He wants to go through the lineups a couple times and attack guys differently. So, you could tell he's got 4 pitches that he commands, and he knows how to attack guys. So it makes it really easy on me to have an older guy that knows what he wants to do, and I'm just back there to support him and do what I can. And then our pitching staff's really impressed me. I mean, we got a lot of guys that didn't have a huge role last year that have come back from this time off and show that they're gonna be a huge part of what we're gonna do this year. So I'm really excited to see the younger guys and the older guys kind of combined and get going.
Wicklander had a pretty good outing today, and I wonder what you thought about him on the other side, but then also maybe how those glasses have helped. Do they help him at all out there on the mound for what you've seen with him?
I mean, they help his look for sure. I'll give him that. But yeah, I think you'll probably have to ask him if it helps him. But if he says it helps him and he thinks it helps him, then it helps him. So, but he looked really good today. He was hitting his spots and commanding different pitches, and then when he lost command, sometimes he'd get back to what he was comfortable with and get back into pitchers counts, and it was really good to see because for us to go a long way, we need him to contribute big time.
Casey, could you tell us a little bit about your RBI double there in the 6th, and what were you looking for? What did you get on that at bat?
I just knew he was going to stay away. He's done that to me all fall, and he's got a little run on his fastball, so I knew it was going to kind of stay to the outer side of the plate. So that's where I was looking. That first pitch, that fastball caught the corner, and that was kind of the pitch that I knew he was going to throw me. So then he went changeup up, and I was just kind of sitting something in the middle outer half of the zone that I could drive, and I got that pitch.
And then also a couple of hitters later, Zach White hit the home run. I think it was his first hit of the Fall World Series. How good was that to see for a freshman like that?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, me and Nesbitt were working at the camp that he was at, that where he was discovered last year. So it was kind of crazy that I thought he was younger. And then he came into here and he kind of impressed all of us with, just the way he handles the bat and the way he's been working. So it was awesome to see that. I know that's a huge hit for him. It's always fun. I remember my freshman year hitting a home run, and it was a cool story to tell nowadays. But I'm excited for him.
All right, Bob, we'll go back to you.
You're muted, Bob.
Yeah, I had to double on you. I did it in the corner and then across the big bar. But I'm kind of getting the hang of it. I had a couple here about Robert Marsh said yesterday or whenever we were talking to him that, you guys were welcoming obviously in the spring, but he didn't get to spend a lot of time with y'all before things got shut down. He said he feels a lot more comfortable. I think he said he actually felt like a little bit of a misfit or something in the spring, but he said he feels a lot more comfortable going through fall ball. Well, what have you seen from Robert in that regard? And then I had a follow-up question.
I mean, you've just seen more of the same. He came in after winter break, and he surprised everyone. Everyone knows that. Everyone in Arkansas was like, this 17-year-old kid coming in and doing what he was doing was incredible. So I'm sure it's a lot more comfortable for him now, getting to meet all the guys, getting to know what a daily routine is, game days, going through the fall. I'm sure it's a lot more comfortable for him, but he's going to be a huge part of this year, and he's going to have a really good year.
And, they always talk about strength up the middle defensively, with you at catcher. Obviously, you got Christian in center. And then I guess we don't know for sure what's going to happen. It looks like Robert and Jalen Battles might be the double play guys there, wherever they're at. What have you seen from those two guys when they've played together on the same team?
I mean, you guys haven't seen it, but they've turned some of the most incredible double plays I've seen. They're just so fluid. They're so advanced. With fielding and everything, and they can both handle the bat so well. So, Jalen was another huge pickup for us that he's going to come in, and whether he plays short or second, he's going to be a guy everyone can rely on to make those plays.
I'm good. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Bob. Seth?
What is the difference between catching a guy like Lockhart on the mound, who's an older guy, versus catching a freshman?
Well, Lockhart obviously has been through it. He just knows how to attack guys. He knows how his stuff works better against, a righty versus a lefty, or, if a changeup's going to get a guy, he can tell, like, if a guy takes a swing on one of his pitches, was he on it or really wasn't? Do we go back to it? So, freshmen don't really know that quite yet because they kind of have a lot going on for them. They come in here and they got to move in, and they got a lot going on. They're still trying to learn new stuff. Hobbs is working with them. So that kind of relies on me of how their stuff works better against certain hitters, where Lockhart knows exactly what he wants to do and how he wants to attack certain guys.
Jason?
Lockhart talked about your frame jobs and how you get him an extra couple of inches. Just how big is that working with guys and getting them comfortable with you and your ability to frame pitches and help them out?
Oh, that's huge. I mean, if you can, in an advantage count or, a swing count like 1-1 where it can turn to 2-1 or 1-2 if I just get a call, or just making guys more comfortable with me, not living in the middle. If they can nibble around the edge of the plate, if they're capable to do so, I'll get them that call. So it's definitely huge for comfort for a pitcher, and then it could change the course of a game. So that's something I pride myself on.
All right, Hutch, you're the closer. Go for it.
Yeah, I just got one for you, Casey. Again, about the draft this summer. I mean, when you're watching the draft, what were your emotions? And then also, is there a point like a certain round or something where you're like, all right, I'm telling teams like stay away. I'm going to come back to Arkansas.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy day. Obviously, we were kind of waiting for the name to be called or waiting for a call, and certain calls came and numbers popped up, and I just didn't feel like it was worth taking that money and not coming back here for what I was getting offered. We won't go into the numbers, but I love this town so much. I love this place. I love this team, and I couldn't say no to them when I could come back here. And if my pro career has to wait a year for us to win a national championship, then I'm more than happy to do so.
All right. Thanks, Casey. Thanks, everybody.
Thank y'all. Woo pig.